Now, do you work with the foundation or the college itself?
The foundation.
Julio. Okay. So, and the foundation's all about money, raising money, and doing scholarships. Our buddy who does the show after me, Paul Lavoie, with Speak Out. We used to be on the foundation up here in Bullhead City when he was up here. And
thank you for that.
Yeah, he liked it. And he might be in the foundation in Havasu, but I'm not sure. So who all is on the foundation?
The foundation is made up of 4 chapters, 1 chapter for each campus.
Okay.
And then we also have a board of directors, which is made up of people out in the public.
Right.
That support our mission.
I know in our community we have Dr. Julie Bear, who's on that.
Yes.
On that.
Dr. Julie Bear is
on that
board,
board, yeah. I saw her at your ribbon cutting for the Mohave village. She was there. Been a long-time educator in our community.
And a long-time supporter of the foundation.
Yeah. Because she's been fortunate to see some of her students go through the college, and her own kids.
Well, even she went to Mohave, Ralph, and her kids, so they're all MCC folks.
Yeah, Ralph sold real estate in this town forever, until he passed away. And Julie listens sometimes. I get a text, I'll get a text question. Ask him about this. So you kind of manage the 4 foundations then, or the 4 chapters of the foundation?
Well, the foundation office, the main office, is located on the Kingman campus.
Okay.
And so that is where all the scholarship checks come into.
Okay.
So I work hand in hand with financial aid, process the checks, share the info with financial aid, and they award the scholarships.
So like our Kiwanis Club, we give scholarships to students from Mohave High School and from Mohave Accelerated. If one of them were to come to the college, does our check go to the college or does it go through the foundation?
Every scholarship check goes directly to the foundation first.
Okay. And then you dish it out to Jane Doe, John Doe, whoever.
Financial aid actually does that, but I receive the donation
in their name.
Yeah, and communicate with financial aid, and we have a shared information sheet and share the info with them, and they do the awarding.
There's a lot of systems going in there.
Yeah. Some scholarships are donor designated, meaning they're named scholarships, and some are not.
Right. And all ours are named, but we often get them back because maybe by the time the person graduated, they didn't end up going to that school or changed their mind or something, and all of a sudden we get a check in the mail.
Happens once in a while. Sometimes we get a check for somebody and they haven't enrolled, so I reach out to the donor and I say, hey, do you want your money back?
Oh, yeah. We always want it back because we can give it to somebody else in that year. So it bounces around, But you probably get a lot of scholarships from Kiwanis and Rotary clubs and throughout the county.
All over. All the Kiwanises, all the Rotaries, hospitals.
Yeah. Do you ever keep track of like in one semester how many scholarship checks you received?
I keep track of all of them.
Yeah. How many did you receive last year?
How many checks?
You just said you keep track of all of them.
Not in my brain, Larry.
Oh, okay. All right, you didn't bring that information with you?
No, probably about at least 100.
At least 100. And anywhere from 1,000 to 2, 3, 4, 5?
Anywhere from 500 up to we receive some checks that are $25,000 for a bunch of different students.
Okay.
Sometimes even bigger.
Okay. Wow. That's amazing. But I think that the older we get, and I'm older than both of you, but I mean, the older we get, the more we realize that, you heard all your life, children are our future. Children are our future. Well, that's because they are. I mean, they're the ones that are going to run this country. They're the ones that are going to run the banks and the hospitals and the colleges and the casinos across the river. I mean, Don Laughlin's casino was ran by somebody who graduated from Laughlin High School, his grandson. I mean, so, yeah. And we had a guy who graduated from Mohave High used to run the Edgewater and the Aquarius. He's retired. In fact, he's moving. But so they do grow up, and our assistant fire chief in Bullhead City graduated from Mohave High. And I think Troy, the chief of Havasu, graduated from Havasu High. And these guys go on to get their degrees locally here in the college for 2 years. now that we have the soccer teams and a whole new student base, because I believe they got 2 from foreign countries. They can't hear you shake your head.
That's right. I don't know all the details, but our new coach and athletic director, Camilo Valencia, has done a great job the last 2 years there at Mohave to bring and recruit talented individuals, and he also brought on a new women's coach that has also done a phenomenal job. And the season's just getting started right now with friendlies, as they call them, scrimmages, friendlies, right? And so we do want to have everyone come out and support the team for the first home women's and men's team games, August 30th, coming up here. It's
August 30th, okay.
This evening, 6:30, 8 o'clock, I believe. So we want to make sure that to welcome the whole entire Mohave County community to come out and watch them play and support them, certainly.
So that's next week.
Yeah, literally, that's next week, exactly.
Wow.
Where am I here?
I know.
21st, right?
Because I know their first scrimmage game was the 7th. I don't know why it stuck in my head.
Yep, that was the first scrimmage.
The coach was in here with Dr. Klippenstein once, both coaches.
Sure.
And they threw that date out there, and it stuck in my head because that's big for our county and our college. But it's also brought you a new student base that is attending the college because almost all of them are from out of town. I think they said there's only less than a half a dozen that are local students.
Right. There are some local students.
They came from local high schools.
Sure, exactly.
Right. But all the rest are from, because they went out scouting.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
They want the best on that team.
Exactly.
They want to win.
Exactly. Yeah, we want to win a national championship eventually, right? On both women's and men's side.
Yeah.
Why not?
I think that that's very possible. There's no reason why we can't.
There isn't. And Arizona is a big hotbed of soccer activity. A lot of talent in Arizona.
I just had 2 weeks ago, the general manager of Dot Foods was in here.
Okay.
Probably somebody you're hitting up for scholarships all the time.
They are a big supporter of MCC.
Adam was in here because he's got a travel soccer team for his daughter. And soccer is big here.
Yep.
I mean, and it's funny because one of the sponsors of my show, her kids play, and we saw them once at Laughlin Ranch when we were up there for lunch on a weekend, and they were playing soccer. The kids were in soccer uniforms. And I said, "You come up here for lunch?" And they go, "Yeah." And they said, "You guys have the best fields." And I said, "I know." I know. So, not knocking Kingman or Havasu, but our fields are better, I guess.
Yeah, and we appreciate all the local support, right? I haven't been here all of 8 weeks. I'm still getting used to the local lay of the land, but I know that a lot of local supporters have helped us from the city, and a lot of local corporate supporters have made this a reality, so we're very appreciative of that.
So have you been to all the campuses yet?
I've been to all of them except for Colorado City. I'm going
That's
to
a drive.
visit them. 270 miles. I saw my
That's
map.
a little drive.
Yeah, yeah.
But their dean came from Bullhead. Well, actually came from Colorado, then came to Bullhead for a while, and then went back to Colorado. So,
yeah.
And she's real sharp.
Yep.
I told Dr. Klippenstein when he moved her back up there, I said, "You got big shoes to fill. You just can't bring us any old dean to Bullhead City." And then we got Gary, and Gary's doing dynamite.
Yeah, Gary Cooper's a great dean.
He is.
Dynamic individual.
Right. And we're back with Julio and Rich, and we're talking MCC and fundraising. And so the Booster Club that raises money for the soccer, is that with you, hand in hand with you, or is it separate?
Separate.
It's separate. So it's its own 501c3.
Yes.
And I know they raised a lot of money because they took that fiber field and they put a fence all the way around it and put some dugouts in.
Exactly.
They want professional soccer teams here. I mean, they want it to be good for the players, and they put some money into the field. I think the city has too, to bring the field up to par.
Exactly.
Which came from Phoenix. It was originally where'd it come from? Came from I can't remember. Where it came. It came from one of the bowl games in Phoenix, and they donated the field.
Okay. Well, I know the Arizona Cardinals donates a lot of their old
It wasn't
fields.
the Cardinals.
No,
it was one of the bowl games. The Fiesta Bowl, I think it was. Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah, Fiesta. That's right. Fiesta Bowl.
So,
Yep.
Why is it that is separate foundation and separate 501c3 than the foundation that you work in?
Because our mission really is to raise money for scholarships.
Okay.
And that's our focus. The mission of the foundation really is to promote the growth, development, and strength of the college, its students, faculty, staff, and programs.
And theirs is to
support the athletic program.
Athletic program. Okay.
The current and, of course, future, we hope, right?
Yeah.
Honestly. Why not? Let's be aspirational.
I can imagine those secret meetings they have, with Medi and Dr. Klippenstein behind closed doors about, well, there's some kids that want to play baseball, and there's some kids that want to play football. Basketball, yeah. I mean, it can all come here. There's no reason why it can't.
Sure.
And football, we got the field house, so why
and
not?
Of course, to do all that, what do we need?
Just a little bit of money.
A little bit of money.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
So you're going out, Julio, and you're talking to businesses and youth groups and social clubs and everybody saying, give me money, give me money, give me money.
Exactly. So the focus right now, being 8 weeks in, is certainly one of the main focus that I have is to support the Booster Club, the women's and men's soccer team. I did notice that the money that we have, most of it, 80% roughly, is for endowed scholarships, which is great, right? We want to promote that, the scholarships. But, of course, we also have certain student programs that we might have a need for today in the future. And then let's not forget capital campaigns. We just, the school just raised $5.5 million to build the student housing, the dorms, the Mohave Village here in campus, here in town in Bullhead City. And so I'm sure the thought is to do the same in Kingman and Lake Havasu and perhaps Colorado City. So, there are a lot of needs that we have to fill in the gaps, of course, because...
And even the general public can write a sponsorship or a scholarship if they want.
Of course.
If there's a retired nurse out there whose husband passed away and she got a nice, life insurance policy, if she wants to set up a scholarship in her husband's name and she was an RN and sponsor somebody in the RN program, they can do that, right?
Totally. Absolutely.
And they call you?
They can call me, and I will send them a scholarship creation form, and they put all their parameters on that form, and we award the money exactly as they wish.
And they can name it after their husband or whatever.
Yes. For going back to Dr. Julie Baer, she established a Ralph Baer Memorial Scholarship.
Well, of course she did.
and that one is geared towards adult learners, which we have a lot of at MCC. So her scholarship is for people 24 and older who face more challenges than a traditional student.
Okay. And, we've talked about that in our Kiwanis Club, too, because some students, we give them a $1,000 scholarship to go to a community college or beyond, and they get there and they might still have some issues, maybe the second year or the third year. And so we've tried to open the door that if they needed to, they could contact us for additional funds, because you don't want to see somebody go 1 year and then have to walk away.
Right, certainly.
Do you have a bunch of scholarships now? I mean, you talked about Ralph Baer. Do you have a bunch that are named after people?
Many.
Yeah?
Yes.
That individuals sponsor?
Yeah, normally their spouse.
Yeah.
Or their children. I have
okay.
a gentleman who established a scholarship in memory of his grandson. And that was a very generous scholarship for people in the trades, for welding, electrical, and HVAC. Good.
And that's something that the college has really embraced in the last few years, is welding and HVAC, and now they're doing construction, right?
Yes.
I think they've got construction going here at the Bullhead campus.
It's just a very different world now, and a traditional college education is great, but these programs can get students certified in a short amount of times to get out, and sometimes they're working right away.
Right. It's not a college degree, but there are certifications that say, you know how to accomplish this, you know how to weld this, you know how to build a house, you know how to put a motor in, and
change HVAC, whatever might be.
Arizona Comfort Solutions here in Bullhead City takes care of my house, and the last time they came there, the owner Jeff had a young gal with him. And she was going through the MCC program. And then when we had a board meeting there, she was there with some people. They were playing pool out there in the middle, in the evening, relaxing. And I said, hey, you're there? And she goes, oh, yeah, I was in your house. And I said, you were in my attic, But, yeah, so some people will hire them while they're still going to college, and they're still getting certified, you might say.
Right. Totally.
All right, 1:30. Let's take a break. We're back in the studio with the gentleman from MCC. And off the air, you mentioned that a lot of the tribes are big believers in scholarships and donations.
Yes, we get many checks from the tribes.
And that's not just the tribes in Mohave County.
Nope, some from all countrywide. Oklahoma.
I believe in even South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Right. Of course, California as well, next door to us. Yeah.
You know, and to me, that's just what that tells me is more organizations believing in higher education and for everybody. You know, do their scholarships come named for somebody, or do they come with specific, you know, this person's got to do a management, you know, course or whatever?
Those, in my experience, have all been named scholarships.
Okay. Good. Well, again, what a wonderful thing. I went to the MCC or Melk graduation this year, and they named off how many scholarships everybody had and what they were for. And there was one student that had $1 million in scholarships. Well, now, there's no way he's going to be able to use them because they're from several different colleges. But that just tells you his initiative to fill out all those forms and send them in. You know, $1 million.
Right. And to that point, I didn't realize that MCC streamlines that for our students. In other words, we have all these scholarships that our students can take advantage of, whether you're coming out of high school or you're an adult learner, you know, late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. And so you just apply through awardspring.com, MohaveAwardspring.com, basically, and you submit your information, and then from there, financial aid will figure out where you're eligible, where the scholarships that you can apply for, you're eligible for, will best suit you.
Just a new student coming out of high school, because right now they're signing up right now, right?
Yep, the classes started Monday, 2 days ago.
Oh, they did. Okay, they did. So you can still start.
Yep.
But if you're concerned that it's the financial issue,
yep,
then you can still sign up and ask for aid, right?
Of course.
Yeah, you need to. First step is financial aid because there are forms that need to be filled out, scholarship profiles. Okay. So there are things that need to be done before a student can be eligible for a scholarship.
And that's all at Mohave EDU?
Yes.
And they can sign up through there to financial aid.
Exactly. And let's not forget about the FAFSA, right? The FAFSA has to be filled out,
right.
All of that, right?
Government grant.
A lot of students forget to fill out the FAFSA.
Yeah.
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 Right. Literally.
Cross all your T's and dot all your I's.
Exactly.
Are either one of you talking to students when they're arriving this week to explain to them the scholarships opportunities?
Not directly. We are in a building right next door to Student Services, so that's really where all that is done.
Okay. All right.
And I know Dr. K has spoken to the students as well.
Oh, good. Okay. Dr. Klippenstein.
Yes.
Dr. K. I guess when you're friends with him, you can just call him Dr. K. I call him Dr. Klippenstein. So, you mentioned volunteers. You can use volunteers at MCC. Where do you need them?
The chapters are all made up of volunteers, so we need people we have people that are Mohave Community College employees involved in the chapters, but we want more people from the public to come help us to put on events and things like that.
Okay.
And to also join the board, quite honestly. So we have, like Rich said, chapter council in each city, Bullhead City, Bullhead, Lake Havasu, and we still haven't quite figured out what to do up in Colorado City, but that's a work in progress, and we'll get there. But we also need foundation board members, too.
It's funny you bring up Colorado City because some people will call the program 234-343-1065. Others who have known me for years just text me questions. And someone texted me a question that said, I hear Colorado City's foundation board brings in more money than the other three.
That chapter really is not active currently.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Okay.
But we're hoping to change that soon.
All right, so that individual is incorrect. They don't bring in more. Did they at one point in time?
They have in the past. Yeah, we're hoping with Dr. Hamblin's help we can get things rolling again up there.
Carolyn will make it rock and roll.
Yes,
she will.
Absolutely.
Yeah. She'll yeah.
She's
I know
great.
Carolyn. I know. Yep. You had a list of events coming up. One of them, the big.
We have a back to school pub crawl coming up this Saturday night, downtown Kingman.
Okay.
I don't know if you've been downtown Kingman since they did all the refurbishing, but it's fantastic.
I've not been down there at night. I've driven through there.
It's beautiful.
I know.
And so we are going to gather at 7 p.m. at the Rickety Cricket Brewing Pub.
Right.
At 7 p.m. And we are going to have 5 total stops. We're going to spend 30 minutes at each stop. We're going to go to Rickety Cricket, and we're going to have a little costume contest. You dress as a schoolyard character. They're going to
a schoolyard character.
Yeah, like a bully or a nerd or a tough guy.
Oh,
any kind of teacher.
Unfortunately, I left my Charlie Brown outfit back in Tucson. But,
yeah. I was going to say, can you roll up a pack of Marlboro in your sleeve?
Like
That's
James
perfect.
Dean.
Yeah.
So each of the sponsors of the crawl has been generous enough to have drink specials for all ticket holders. So it's $20. We're going to go to Rickety Cricket. We're going to go to Blackbridge Brewery. We're going to go to the Cellar Door. We're going to next go to Grand Canyon Brewing, and we're going to finish off at Sportsman's Club.
Now, it's called a crawl, but they really can't walk from pub to pub?
Well, sometimes if they have one too many, they might be crawling, but we hope that doesn't happen.
Hopefully not, yeah.
Especially since Dr. Klippenstein will be with us. We don't want to get in trouble.
Oh, no.
So we're going to have a trivia.
Get him a shopping cart.
We're going to do trivia at each stop. We're going to have a math trivia, history trivia, English trivia, PE trivia, and life science trivia. We're going to have a little extracurricular activity at each stop, a schoolyard contest, a paper airplane contest, a best teacher voice contest.
I can just see a couple grandparents out there going, I've taught my grandson how to make paper airplanes. I'm bringing him just for that.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to have a 10-year-old up there winning that part.
Probably.
Yeah. But this is for adults.
This is for adults, yes. And
of age.
It's, some of our things are more friend-raising than fundraising, you know what I mean?
Sure.
We're going to, it's $20 a ticket. That's not a lot. But all the money is going to go to scholarships.
Okay, good. But it sounds like a fun event from 7 to 10. And
in Kingman, yep.
Beginning at Rickety Cricket. You can buy tickets at helpmohavestudents.com.
Okay.
Or you can call me directly at the foundation office at 928-757-0846. Or you can just show up to Rickety Cricket at 7 o'clock.
And sign up there.
And sign up and buy your ticket.
Okay. Everybody knows where Rickety Crickets is.
Sure.
And this sounds like a fun event. Who put this together?
This was an event thought up by one of our board members, MCC librarian and big supporter of the college, Erin Roper. And this was her.
Wait a minute. Your librarian
yes.
dreamed up a pub crawl?
She did. She did.
Very dynamic.
She's a lot of fun.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's been great.
What's she going to come up with next?
Yeah, we're hoping. So we're just trying to get some more activity generated in Kingman, get some events going on, get our name out there, get people familiar with us.
And Dr. Klippenstein's on the chamber board. Is the chamber getting behind this too? Are they going to participate in this?
They're welcome to.
Yeah.
I believe they are. Yep.
Becky? Yeah.
Yep. Jen and Becky and the rest. Yep.
Yes, Jen.
They'll be there.
Jen from the chamber is on the in the Kingman chapter.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yep.
Good. So you go from one bar to the next, and you wrap it up in about 3 hours, and then catch an Uber home.
Yeah, it's actually 7 to 9:30, so it's not crazy.
Okay,
it'll be fun.
It'll be fun. And what other events do you have on your calendar?
We have coming up Wednesday, October 16th, our Bighorn Trek. That's an event that takes place once a year. Each campus has their own.
Right.
It's a workforce event. It is. Usually has a job fair.
Right.
Richie Mitten puts on an auto show. He's from Bullhead.
Okay.
He's the auto guy. We have our reps from all the different departments of the college out there, and
it's really a good opportunity for maybe sophomores or juniors in high school to go to the college and figure out what it's all about.
We do. We actually bus in a bunch of students, so there's a lot of students that attend, and we serve lunch to everybody. And like I said, there's a good opportunity to see where what you want to do after college. You can actually see what classes do I want to take. There's demonstrations. The trades folks, they do demonstrations. So it's hands-on. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great exposure.
How long before we have ASU at all MCC campuses?
Huh.
Was that a loaded question?
Well, we work with NAU.
Oh, okay, NAU.
Yeah. So we
So you do offer NAU classes here locally?
I don't know if we offer NAU classes here locally.
I'm not sure as well, but I know that there's an ASU presence in Havasu, right? That's
right.
Being here all 8 weeks, I think I heard about that
Yeah.
presence. I'm not sure what's going on with them, but yeah. Certainly we welcome all sorts of partnerships, right, with all of our higher ed institutions, because certainly students are coming in, as far as I'm concerned, 3 things, right? Certificates, right, like the welding,
right.
the HVAC,
yeah.
et cetera. Get an associate's degree, great, and then go on to the workforce. And then those that want to go on to transfer to a 4-year college, like NAU, ASU, U of A, or even out of state. So we want to support all of our students at whatever age, wherever they're at, meet them where they're at, and support them, right? And that's what we're here to do, try to fundraise to help them meet their goals and be successful.
Which campus has the most students? They're both looking at each other.
I think the last report I saw was Kingman beat out the other campuses by literally a dozen students.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Kingman recently.
That close?
Yeah, literally, I mean a dozen, 10.
Because I know
students.
you can drive by the Bullhead campus.
As
right
of Monday, literally.
Yeah, the Bullhead campus is right on the highway, so you can drive by anytime during the day, and you can see how many cars are in the parking lot.
Sure. Yeah,
I mean, they're packed.
Yep.
And I mentioned I went to the Mohave Accelerated graduation. They have every student walk across the stage and turn and say into the microphone where they're going, what they're doing.
Exactly.
And I was shocked at how many students said MCC nursing, MCC nursing, MCC nursing. And my wife went through the nursing program. She was already a chiropractor, but she decided that she wanted to help people in a different way.
Great.
So she had to go back and then take the nursing course for 2 years. But she had all her prerequisites when she went to be a chiropractor. But how many students can go through the nursing program each year? And are the hospitals knocking on the doors of the college like halfway through the 4th year going, okay, we want these students in the...
Hospitals are big supporters. Havasu Regional Medical Center, KRMC. The nursing program is huge and well supported.
Yeah. I bet they want them before they graduate.
No, there's a big demand, yeah.
They want them...
Get them in fast enough, right?
Yeah.
Rad Tech is also big.
Right.
Yeah. I think the last time I got an MRI, the guy was from MCC.
Sometimes they're set up with a job before they even finish.
That's
MCC,
what I mean.
Yeah,
because the need is there.
Right.
And it's almost like the welding and the construction and auto trade and HVAC. I mean, they probably can't walk to their car without someone going, excuse me, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yep.
Did you need a job?
A lot of those students are set up before they even leave.
Well, how fantastic is that?
That's great.
And as a matter of fact, in half an hour, we're going to meet, Rich and I are going to meet with someone here at the Bullhead City campus about the new sonography program, to do the sonograms that we want to establish a year from now. So, of course, strategizing about how we fundraise for that program, right? There's a big need for that as well. Again, healthcare is a big draw, big need, of course, as we all know. But that's a new program that we're going to be looking for funding for in a year.
And at the Bullhead campus?
Yes, Bullhead.
And Bullhead has a room for it?
They do. I believe they do. I don't know how much money we need to build out anything at this point in time. I'm going to have that initial discussion, but there's a big demand for that program.
So I'm assuming that's a company that makes the machines, or that?
Well, we're going to buy the machines, of course, for the program, right? But as far as training the students to go through that multi-year program, I believe, that's something we're going to develop here pretty soon and figure out what we need. And they're going to tell me what we need, right? We need this, we need that, we need the machines, of course, that are
then
very expensive.
Then you got to figure out how to pay for it.
Exactly. I need to figure out and ask for the money to get the support for that.
So is Gary in that meeting with you too?
Not this initial one, I believe.
Oh,
no,
okay.
Just the initial staff that are putting the program together.
That's exciting.
Yep.
That's exciting. New things coming.
Yep. New things coming all the time. Yep.
And there's probably going to be prerequisites for that. There'd probably be an X-ray tech or something prior to going into.
I presume so.
Advanced.
Right? I don't know the particulars and details of their curriculum, but yeah, I'm sure they're going to have a really robust prereq program curriculum. Yep.
That's what you're going to find out today.
Exactly.
All the good information.
That's right.
Great.
Yep.
I can't wait for you to come back in 6 months and say, we're doing this.
Yep.
It's on the way.
Exactly.
I like it. All right. Back in the studio with the gentleman for just a few more minutes. And, Rich, you wanted to mention, probably because Sean slid you a $5 bill. You wanted to mention the December gala.
Yes. My brother Sean Bristol's big event. His Voices of the River Choir and their big Christmas gala for 2024. It's called Go Tell It, and it's going to be at Mohave High School Auditorium in Bullhead. There's going to be 2 performances, Saturday, December 7th at 7 p.m., and Sunday, December 8th at 3 p.m., the matinee. New members are welcome. The choir rehearses on Tuesdays at Bullhead Campus, room 600. If anybody's interested in getting into the choir, contact Sean Bristol at 928-542-5035. But it's going to be a really great program, and everyone should come check it out.
If you didn't get that number, just text me, and I've got it in my phone. I got a cell number in my phone, but and Melinda Sobrowski is big in that locally, and so is well, there's quite a few people here that I know that are in that. So that's a great group.
That is.
And that's a fundraiser also.
That's a big fundraiser, and the target there is scholarships for adult learners.
They had it a couple times over at the Aquarius.
Yes.
And the room was packed.
Yes. So this is a new venue this year, so we're hoping it's great. And the school system over there has been really generous with and
Mohave High has more
facility.
The chairs are more comfortable than a casino.
That's true.
Yeah. So you can sit back and enjoy the performance and the music, and it's all up on stage and everything.
Yeah, and again, if anybody wants info on that, they can call me also at 928-757-0846.
You can also probably find all these people at mohave.edu.
Yes.
MCC edu, is it?
Mohave.edu.
Mohave.edu. Okay. Because you're going to drop the middle C at some point in time.
Possibly.
I'm hearing.
Possibly.
Just to become Mohave College.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Get rid of the community.
Drop
the word. I shouldn't get rid of it. Change the name. Like Perkins. They just changed their name from Perkins Family Restaurant to Perkins America Food.
It seems that we're one of the last of the colleges that are calling ourselves a community college. So
yeah. So it's on the table.
It's on the table.
Okay. Well, it might be time. Gentlemen, it's been great. Good information. If people want to get in touch with you, Julio, how do they get in touch with you if they want to maybe sign up to donate some money or?
Yeah, exactly. The other thing besides, of course, we're always looking for donations. Time, talent, treasure is the definition of philanthropy, voluntary action, giving time, talent, treasure. They can reach out to me at, again, 928-757-0846 or email me at jgalindo@mohave.edu.
Okay.
As well. And a quick shout out to all of our alums as well listening. Also out there looking for alums to support us as I'm trying to re-engage our alumni program at MCC. So any alums listening, please reach out to us too, as we'd like to engage you in a meaningful way over the course of my new tenure there at the MCC Foundation.
And James would like to talk to him too and get him on video, saying that they went to MCC
work with him greatly. Yeah, he's a great guy. That works with us too. Yeah.
Get him on video saying I went to MCC and now I'm a doctor or now I'm a
small business owner.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we've got some in our town.
Totally.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
A lot of them. So, all right, gentlemen.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you both so much for coming down today. Good information.